Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Create This Book 2 by Moriah Elizabeth and me. Today, I'm going to be working on 2 different spreads and 2 different topics in this book. I'm very excited about this, and let's see what I can create. I decided to do this book in order of events, even though you can kind of pick as you choose, because I want to be able to look through and see my progression and how I've become more creative and maybe more talented, hopefully, throughout the course. So today we're starting with the Confetti prompt. We're going to cover a page in Confetti that I create. So I grabbed a whole bunch of different types of paper and decided to start first with the materials that I needed. When I think of confetti, I typically think of circular confetti of just a whole bunch of different colors, but I didn't want to do circles, so I grabbed all of these types of materials, including this sparkly black paper, and I wanted to create different types of stars in various rainbow colors that Moriah Elizabeth herself would be obsessed with. So I started off by cutting out all of the pieces of paper that I would need to make my page decked out in rainbow confetti. To make all of the stars, I spent a long time punching out individual stars that I could then glue to the paper later. So I just punched one of each of these stars into every single color of paper that I'm going to use, and I have no idea how many colors I ended up using, but it was a lot of star punching, and these are what the stars look like. So I just kept on going until I had every single piece of paper in these stars. Not to be dramatic, but these were actually really hard to push down, and my fingers started hurting towards the end there, but I got through it all, and there ended up being quite a few stars, more than enough, so I pushed those ones over, and then I wanted to add stars of various designs. So I got another punch and punched these types of stars into every single piece of paper color as well. This punch was by far much easier to use, so my hand had some time to recover before moving on to the next part, and I decided to make a unique shooting star as well, just to add some different pizzazz onto the confetti page. Once I had completed getting all of the materials ready, which took a very long time, it was now time to actually put them into the book. So these are all the materials that I have and am using in this page, and it's going to take a long time for me to put all of these tiny stars onto the page, but it's going to be worth it. So let's get started on that process. I started off by working on the black page, and for this page I wanted to make everything on the page white so that it would be contrasted, and then for the page on the right I wanted to make it an explosion of color. So it's going to be black and white and an explosion of color, very different, and to do this I used glue so that way I could glue everything onto the page. I took out this dangerous looking pin, put that to the side in a place where I don't get hurt, and then I started gluing everything down, which was a process to say the least. The paper I'm gluing down right now has a million tiny holes in it, and those holes are the stars that I'm going to put all over this page, and I used every single last one of those stars on this page, so it took a lot of time to glue all of them down. I tried to do this strategically by putting some glue down first and then just pressing on the stars one at a time, and it took a while, so here's some fun editing magic to get all of the stars on that page much quicker because it was time consuming. I have no idea how many stars this was, but it felt like a million. But then I was really excited because I could start working on the more colorful side, the side that I had been preparing for and anticipating. I tried to glue down this little yellow border of stars, which I completely forgot my idea for because I put it on upside down, so I quickly pulled that back up and put it on the right way and made sure to do the next one the right way as well. I don't want my stars to be floating off of the page, I want them on it. So I made sure to do that right. I put too much glue on the back of this shooting star, but that's okay. I just smeared it in and it dries clear, so no worries there. And then again, one at a time, I started the process of putting all of these colorful stars on this page. I wanted to plan out where every star was going to go and try to make it really precise and neat looking, and I was like, no, that's not the point of the Create This Book 2. We're not going to do it that way. We're going to be sporadic about it and have fun with it. So I decided to just mix up all the stars and grab as I went, and then this is what I came up with. So at the end of this, I cut off all of the outside stars that kind of went outside of the page, and as I was doing that, something a little shocking happened. The page just kind of dislodged itself from the book, so I just kind of pretended like that didn't happen for now, and I go back and fix it later. But for now, I just finished up the page and checked out the next prompt. And then I waited for that to dry for some time before I decided to make the pages for the next spread separate from the book, because this page was already having some damage that I had to try and repair as best as I was able to. So I didn't want to try to do more with the back of this page. That would just make more problems for me in the future. So I decided to use some purple paper to create a layout that I could make the next project on without having to worry about the book. The prompt for this page was to write down some song lyrics, so I created this little template that I could glue into the book later, and I got my song lyrics. I chose to do a song by Vault Boy called Rocket Science. It's like a romance pop song. It's really cute. I like it very much, and it kind of reminded me of the stars and stuff, so I decided to glue these into the book, and I realized that this would cover up the prompt, so I didn't glue it all the way to the top of the page, and then I cut off the spot that was blocking the prompt because I want to be able to see it and remember what I was even doing for this spread. So then I glued in the other side and was finally ready to actually do what the prompt said and create a page full of lyrics. 3 minutes worth of words is quite a bit. I took some liberties and in a little section didn't write the chorus twice. That's just a lot of writing that I'm not used to. But after that, I was done with the whole book. This is the first spread and this is the second one. I'm really happy with how they turned out, and I'm having a lot of fun filling these out and practicing my creative skills. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.